I'd like to say greetings to everyone. This is Brother Dex Davison, the Urban Explorer, and I am currently inside one of the many abandoned structures located throughout the city of Detroit. This used to be the old St. Rita's Catholic Church. A couple of years ago, one of the local churches here in the city of Detroit bought this magnificent building, New Providence, and they had service here for about maybe a year and a half, and as of recently they have stopped. And so right now what we're doing is we're just going to do a brief tour to see what we can see. By the way, today's date is Sunday, the 30th of March, 2014. I'm really kind of shocked, kind of stunned that the church that bought this just straight up left it. And basically what we're doing here is we're just going through a little at a time, see what we can find, see what we can see. One of the restrooms or some kind of utility room. I know it's been a while since I've done a video. Another utility closet or room. Got shovels here. This is just shocking. It's just amazing. That's one of the things I love about Detroit when I do these urban explorations is the architecture. I did come down here a couple of times to worship and get my praise on. You know, they was only down here for about maybe, when they did have services, for about maybe no more than an hour, hour and a half. Another room here. That's one thing I don't do is basements. Make our way back around here. And I am pretty impressed with a lot of the other urban explorers who have decided to get out here with their video cameras and document what's going on with a lot of these buildings. And one of the things I want to thank, some of the people I want to thank too, is some of those that have taken it upon themselves to watch some of my videos. And this right here, I guess, is a confessional. Got those all throughout this church here. And I guess this was where they would keep the holy water, where you can come in and cleanse your hands. One of the reasons why I haven't been doing too many videos as of late is because of the climate here in Detroit and what is happening with a lot of urban explorers and artists and scrappers. A lot of them are being arrested for doing what I'm doing. But that's part of the risk that one takes when they decide to go into one of these structures. Looking out on State Fair, and by the way, this building is over here between State Fair, on State Fair, right off I-75. You know, one of the questions that people have always asked me is, what is it like doing these urban explorations? I tell them it's a great thing. And we see the scrappers that have been up here. And that's one thing I don't believe in is scrapping. It's a nice organ here. And it's kind of interesting when you look at why they have the pews up here for the choir. So they can sound angelic. Brought my flashlight. A lot of old records here. And you know, yesterday, which by the way was the 29th, I did a survey from 7 Mile Road to 8 Mile Road, which is exactly 1 mile. And going back west, from east to west, from DeQuinda Road, starting at Mark Street, and going back towards the street I live on, Cameron. And the objective of my survey was to document and see how many abandoned houses there were in this area of operation. In this area, I don't know how many miles it is, but just to see. And when I got done taking photos and jotting down addresses to structures that had addresses and those that did not have addresses, I was shocked to find out that I had documented over 300 structures, physical structures. We're coming down this little corridor here. I documented over 380 structures that's just sitting up abandoned in this one area in the city of Detroit. Now I know there's gonna be questions of how come I didn't add lots, but I was only looking at abandoned structures for one reason and one reason only. That was to show the dangers. Nice little patio or porch out here. And this is one thing I hate also, is when these buildings are unsecure. This is the result, weather damage. And you hear the water going. That means scrappers done been down there. Now I remember when I first moved into this neighborhood over 20 years ago, they had some nice programs at this church. They had programs for senior citizens, children, young people, young adults, in the whole 9 yards. We make our way here. I guess this is the kitchen that we're coming up to. Another thing too,